Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're putting on our investigative hats, really focusing on one thing, figuring out if the online store Emmafy.com is actually legitimate.
You might have seen their ads. They've got this really eye-catching hook,
Hmm.
stylish bags, cool accessories, and this huge buy one, get one free deal. Yeah, it looks amazing, honestly. So the big question is this a fantastic deal you should jump on, or is it maybe a warning sign, a red flag? That's exactly it. That's what we're digging into. We've looked at the sources, focusing on, well, two main things: how transparent the site actually is or isn't, and what real shoppers are saying after they've clicked buy. Okay, let's start there. Because, wow, first impressions. The site looks slick, really professional. You see these trendy bags, crossbody purses, the photos are polished, the layout's clean.
It does. It really does look the part. But that's where the disconnect starts, almost immediately.
Whoa. Well, the biggest red flag right out of the gate is the lack of transparency. Like basic stuff. There's no clear info about who owns the company, where they're based, no, verifiable business registration you can easily check. Nothing solid.
Okay. But wait, sometimes smaller online shops, maybe drop shippers, they don't always list a full HQ address, do they? Is that really a deal breaker on its own?
It might not be if other things checked out, but here, it gets worse when you look at how you're supposed to contact them.
The contact page. Let me guess.
Just a simple form. That's it. No phone number, no real address. Think about it. If something goes wrong with your order, how are you supposed to reliably get help? That slick design suddenly feels, well, pretty thin.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. A fancy front door, but no way to knock if there's a problem.
Yeah.
So if the foundation's shaky, what about the actual products? What happens after people buy? This is usually where the truth comes out, right?
And this is exactly where things seem to fall apart based on the reports we've seen, the feedback from online shoppers. It's pretty consistent and not good. People report getting items that are just low quality. They look nothing like those polished photos on the site. One source mentioned a bag feeling like cheap plastic, and it basically disintegrated after a week.
Oof. So bad quality, check. What else? Shipping.
Yep. Really long delays are common, apparently. Sometimes orders just never arrive. Poof, gone.
Okay, quality issues, shipping nightmares.
Yeah.
But you said customer service was the real tell.
Yeah.
Why is that the biggest flag?
Because it seems like the customer service worked fine until you ask for a refund. Then, silence.
They just stop responding completely.
That's what the reports indicate. They just
Yeah.
ghost you.
Mhm.
And that pattern, that's not just a company struggling with logistics. That feels more like a deliberate strategy, Avoidance.
Right. It paints a picture.
Exactly. And if you zoom out a bit, look at the bigger picture. The website itself is pretty new. Very recent creation date. Not much history online. This fits a pattern we see with scam sites. They pop up looking great, run these massive, almost unbelievable sales to pull in quick cash.
And then, once the complaints start piling up,
They vanish or just stop responding. They're designed to be disposable. So based on all this, the poor transparency, the quality issues, the customer service disappearing act, our sources basically conclude it's safest to assume this site isn't reliable. Too many red flags.
so the takeaway for you, listening, seems pretty clear. A super professional look online doesn't automatically mean trustworthy, does it?
Not at all. That slick veneer can hide a really shaky operation.
So what's the practical advice then?
It's pretty straightforward, really. If you're after those stylish bags, stick to brands you know or online stores you can actually verify. Look for real addresses, contact numbers, established reputations. Do a little homework before you hit checkout.
Makes total sense. Trust the paper trail, not just the pretty picture. Okay, here's a final thought, something for you to maybe mull over. We talked about verifying the business. How easily can you, right now, find a tool, maybe a free online registry in your state or country, to quickly check if a company is legally registered before you even think about buying from them? Knowing how to do that basic check, that might be your best defense against these kinds of operations. Something to look into.